Would probably help if this were louder and people could actually hear it. Ah. Actually, I've been messing with my audio settings. Okay, we're good.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads. Word of our community's acclaim spreads. Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
On the plus side of all this, I finally gotten into RimWorld.
RimWorld's great.
I can't take a game with that name seriously.
Oh, it's fantastic.
There's even multiplayer for RimWorld now.
I have no idea how that would actually work. I looked into it and it seems like it's... You get to It looks like you're basically just running your own colonies, and I don't understand why.
You can run your own colonies, or you can both run the same colony.
So you can
Simultaneously.
conflict on everything you do?
Yeah, you could.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why would you want to do that?
I mean, it's an option. It works very well together, actually.
I guess so.
You get to see each other's cursors and everything.
I really still don't get the point of it.
It's cool. Co-op.
It's not exactly, though.
You can also make two. You can also have two different colonies on the same map, and you can actually trade with each other, as well as visit, migrate.
I mean, the trading with each other, that can be useful.
You can
But
support each
most
other in
of the
raid.
rest, it's... I guess. Either way, I've been enjoying it, finally. I backed them on Kickstarter and played it for like 20 minutes when the alpha first came out, and then never touched it again. But I did find out that they've got a whole suite of Twitch extensions. So if I get around to streaming it, I can, you guys can come join, have a colonist name after you, and all sorts of interesting things. As well as, you can also vote on what events happen to me.
Oh dear.
Somebody want to answer Tralladin for me, please?
How would you even enter that?
What do you mean? Tell him who everybody is.
Alright, so we got Shreska, Blizzard Folk Warlock. We got Roslyn, she's a squirrel, and a fighter, she's not here tonight. We have Rembrandt, who's a tabaxi. He kind of does a little bit of everything. He's a bard, fighter, and a rogue. There is Kalani. He's a weird thing called a Spellblade. And there's Azurite, who is a rogue and a wizard. And then there is the new player Zakur, who is a cleric.
I would like to sacrifice Azurite to the old gods.
It's very rude.
I mean, I'd sacrifice Rembrandt, but he's too cute.
Agreed. Rembrandt is adorable.
I mean, how else do you think he succeeded so well as a prostitute? Rembrandt's also
it
being
Todd?
silent.
That'd be correct.
Actually, you know, Isaac, you are very correct there. Rembrandt isn't a virgin, so yeah, he wouldn't be able to be a sacrifice.
Excuse me.
He comes back for that. He'll come back to defend himself for that. Nothing else.
Wrong, Rembrandt?
I don't know anymore.
You don't know.
Okay, good. I confirm now that you guys can hear me. Okay.
A likely story of what you were doing.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Ah,
That was loud.
Hello everyone and welcome to Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. Razim, and this is... well, Iron Fang. Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll have
sound
to-
enthused about it.
I'm oof.
He could.
can I do it, Dim? Can I do it, Zim?
Yes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Iron Fang D&D. I am Razim, and this...
No, you're doing it
Is-
wrong. You did it wrong when you said D&D instead of Dungeons. You see, D&D is just short to the point, but when you're wanting to be elaborate, you've got to elaborate the name. Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go.
Well,
You see?
Remember-
Control the
Start
R a little
over.
bit. No, I don't want to start over.
Yeah,
Start
you
over.
gotta start over.
Just Daga, take over, please.
Nope,
No,
Rembrandt.
you gotta do it.
What? Daga, whose side are you on?
you volunteered. You gotta
My
do it.
own.
Ah, fucking Sky
Okay.
Dad Haze. Ah, fuck.
Fucking Sky Daddies.
I don't want to do this. Go.
Do it.
No, I already did it, and I gave you my thing and did that.
Did that.
That was my spiel, my shtick.
Nope, gotta start over. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it wrong on purpose.
Okay.
Then I'll put you
That
in
means you're gonna
timeout
have
for the
to-
whole session.
Good, I get to go sleep.
Actually, better idea.
Come on.
You'll just
Can I
have to
get the
keep
offer instead?
redoing it and redoing it and redoing it until you get it right.
It'll be like if I'm in a sleep realm, where we should be right now. Actually, no, we got out of there.
Come on!
Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Iron Fang, the Dungeons and Dragons. I almost did it again.
Start over.
No, we're good. All right, so, Rembrandt, you'll really get out of this if you give us a quick rundown of what happened last time.
Collective group. There was many events going on. Kalani had met up with the Lord of Fakiha, and then went over to see the troops, and also partook in training alongside the soldiers and Toby Kale.
All right, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're good. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I thought I was doing a good job.
You were doing a good job. You were, Kitty. No, so yeah, you're right though, Rembrandt. Kalani spoke to the Lord of Fakia, Naikal, very briefly, then went to chat with the troops, the guard of the city, considering Kalani is the captain of the guard. And then he went to go and get Toby Kale some sick ink from Archmage. From Archmage.
I will kill you.
It is sick ink though.
It is.
I mean,
it's really sick.
Not
ink.
wrong on that.
Fuck. Urton, there it is. No, sorry, I just had to get to the right window. I had it up. Yeah, so Toby Kale got some sick ink, some sick magical ink from Archmage Urton, and it kind of gave him some super cool nifty powers. And so Kalani and Toby just kind of chilled after that. Azurite, you were filling in Lord Nightcall about the last 2 years' happenings, and you were also making sure that you got the final details put on that super cool armor that you've been waiting 2 years for. And Rembrandt, you and Shreshka, along with Sir Leggy the Sixth, were wandering around, wandering. You were actually Rembrandt. You were leading them around Fakia, going to various things. You stopped by a tavern. You spoke with the Farron bartender named Oldereth. You ended up buying everybody drinks with money that they had paid you for your performance.
I remember that one.
Yeah, so that was kind of fucked up. And then you went to the market area with all the carts and the stalls and everything set up along the sides of the streets going through this desert city. And you got some potions, you got some medicine kits or health kits. Rembrandt, you also got a potion, I believe. You all sold this giant ruby. Shrestha got a cool necklace. Yeah, so that's what y'all were doing last time. So we are going to pick up where Azurite is sitting with Nightcall in the sort of mess hall deal. They're sitting down at the table, having a bite to eat. There's a bowl of fruit. There's a plate of some pretty sick raw veggies. There's another plate of some sort of roasted fowl. Fowl, whatever.
It's time for us to roll initiative.
No, it's not actually. Hush. So Azurite, why is it so loud? I wasn't the only one that the trumpets were getting louder for, was I?
No.
Okay, good.
Come on, you're supposed to say, what do you mean? Or, no, yes, you were the only one that heard that. Jeez.
Wait, I think Rembrandt just dropped, and I'm not sure if he can still
Rebooting
hear
Discord.
us. Yeah. So I'm just gonna finish describing real quick. Azurite, yeah, you are sitting. You and Nightcall are sitting on the corners, on the corner of this rather long table, same kind of table that you would see in any sort of food hall, great hall of some sort of castle, keep. Yeah, that kind of thing. So you're sitting with him, munching on some fruits and veggies. I don't think, yeah, you haven't really touched the big platter of roasted fowl yet. And you have just finished filling in Nightcall on what has been going on for the last 2 years. And he takes it in slowly. He spends a good few moments just kind of... He's very silent while he's listening to you. And... shoot, why do I always do this? I was like prepared in a second. No, I'm not. The window closed on me. I like had all these notes up. All right, sorry. Yeah, seriously, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm actually a little bit more prepared than I thought I was going to be in certain areas and less prepared than I thought I was going to be in other areas. But, like, for the most part, I had all these notes up, and then, like, some of the windows just, like, closed down because I was being frantic about, like, cleaning up my space. But, yeah, so bear with me. But it's all good now. So, yeah, Azurite, you had just finished filling in Nightcall on what has been going on for the last 2 years, and he just... rather than trying to butt in and ask questions while you're telling him all of this, he just listens very intently while slowly munching on some raw veggies himself, particularly the snap peas. He's fond of the snap peas. And once you're done, he mulls it over for another couple minutes, and what you had finished with are the recent happenings. The stuff with Nessarian, the dream beasts, the sleepers, and all the stuff that you've been experiencing recently. And after he mulls it over for a minute or two, eating his snap peas, he looks at you, locks eyes, and he says, "So, your place in all of this. You seem to know a lot more than Ashari does in certain aspects. What is your place in all of this?" Azurite.
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 And now
Oh
we've
my
lost
God.
another person. What the hell is going
Azure.
on?
Yeah, it was a little weird because like you guys couldn't hear me. Like I would jump in and out. It was weird.
Azurite, you good?
Well, we hear wind.
Azurite.
Hello?
Okay. Did you hear?
Yeah, I
my
heard
anything?
everything that was being said.
Okay. Let's try the response again then.
That was really weird.
Oh, I was worried I was gonna have to say all that again. Fuck
See, it's
me.
not fun to repeat things, is it?
I was here making side comments and everything during the initial, and I wasn't being heard.
Yeah, if you were
But yeah.
making side comments while I was saying all that.
Oh no, it was during the intro and stuff.
Oh. Alright, so yeah, what does Azurite have to answer with?
Well, seems I'm one of the few that seems to be able to assist on stopping this area.
Assist, right. You had mentioned something about being connected to these sleepers. So you can use this dream magic, as Ashari seems to call it, and as he says dream magic and says the name Ashari, he's very clearly like pretty annoyed, and he just waves his hands around dismissively as he says dream magic and Ashari.
Not completely. I'm not entirely too sure on how it fully works.
Right, yes. Well, my task for you now is, of course, to continue updating me on the goings-on, but add to it, find out everything that you can about this dream magic, and report back to me. But this time I don't want to have to wait 2 years. So, I have something for you. And once he says this, he turns around and fishes about in a leather pouch that you just now realized had actually been slung over the back of the chair, as if he was already preparing to give this thing to you. And what he pulls out are 2 metal cylindrical things. They're bronze in color, they're not very ornate, but there are etchings of designs along these cylinders. And the designs are just swirls. Just really not super intricate either, just swirls. Just going over, swirling into each other, around each other. They're pretty cool looking while still not being super ornate. And he holds them out. And he says, Urten had been developing these for quite some time. And before all of this Nessarian nonsense started to go down, and once again, as he mentions Nessarian, he dismissively waves his hands in the air, and then continues. These can transport messages to and from each other twice a day. 1 to, 1 back. The messages have to be on parchment, but you just put it in one tube and it comes out the other tube. And he hands them over to you.
She'll take it. Take them. Just looking him over curiously before pocketing them into her bag.
As you pocket both of them, he kind of chuckles and he says, well, I still need one of them.
Ah. She'll give back one.
As he puts the one you just handed back to him into the pouch at the back of the chair, he starts to say as he turns back around, oh, and there's this cleric in the library. He had apparently been sent here by another one of these sleepers. Cue the dismissive wave of the hands. He's super annoyed about all this bullshit. He was sent here by one of these sleepers with a lot of questions, looking for a Shari, and I sent him towards the library. He might be there. Pretty sure he's there. You should probably go see him next.
It was good to see you again. Until next time.
Until next time, Swiftpaw. And he kind of actually shoos you away a little bit. Like he's being nice to you, but with the shooing away, he's definitely more annoyed than you've probably seen him in a while.
She'll get up and leave.
All right. So while you're
Head to
heading
the library.
right. So while you're doing that, we're gonna flip over to Rembrandt and Shruska and Sir Lady the Sixth.
Yes.
Yay.
You all had just sold the giant ruby you had procured in a much earlier session. Adventure, rather. Shreshka bought a pretty sick necklace. And y'all are still just kind of...
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse
excuse
me.
you.
What, Brent?
Rembrandt bought Shreshka that necklace.
Oh, that's
That
right. He did.
That was a gift.
It's a proposal.
No, gift. Only a gift.
Proposal.
No. Yeah. I believe I asked the jeweler if he knew where I could go to find somebody who can deal with like enchanting and like dealing with curses on stuff.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
And that's when he knows
The
Fox
very-
does not have.
The very soft, like fuck.
It's just an NPC that I forgot to randomly generate.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Hot second. I'm sorry, y'all. I try. I try so hard.
If you want, I could give you some random names that I've pre-generated prior for something else.
Why doesn't this generator give me names?
Use Reginald Longbottom.
Ah, yeah, give me a name.
Give me a moment. I had to scroll up a bit to find them. While talking was happening, and there we go.
We'll name him Fred.
There you go. Have some names.
Sweet. All right. All right. So you are currently speaking to the jeweler
Yes.
named Levi.
Okay.
It's a fennec.
Short,
a
short for Leviticus, hopefully. But all right.
Nope.
Nothing that extravagant. Okay.
So yeah, he's a fennec, and as you ask about finding somewhere to go get an enchanted something looked at or have something enchanted, he says, "Oh, yeah, I know of somebody. Go east down the path over there." And as he says over there, he just kind of like flicks his arm a little bit towards the path that is at your right.
Mm.
And he says, "Look for Taysid. She's a short little Farron, shorter than they should be. Yeah, she's short." And he just kind of chuckles to himself as he goes back to tinkering with a bracelet that he had been working on when you all had wandered up to him.
All right. So we'll go look for this small Farron.
Let's go, Sir
Small.
Leggy.
Yeah, Sir Leggy like waddles around behind you.
Do we locate her?
Yeah, you do. Sorry,
Hmm.
my thing's doing a thing. What the heck? All right, yeah. So you find her. You find this short little Farron. Behind a pretty ornate little cart. Just has a bunch of really colorful scarves hanging off of it. It's pretty cool looking. You especially
Scarves?
enjoy the colors, Rembrandt.
Mm-hmm. I will approach the cart, and then I'll say, do I spot her immediately, or?
You can kind of see the top of her head as she's bent down behind her cart, fiddling about, and what you can sort of hear might be little trinkets bouncing around in a crate.
I'll walk over, and I'll say, pardon me. I heard that I could come here for some magical wares. And perhaps you could assist me.
She jumps and is pretty scared to suddenly hear her voice. She was very into what she was looking for, and she turns around after jumping quite nearly out of her skin and fur. She eyes you, eyes wide,
Mm.
and she says, "What was that?"
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm interested in your business. What you have here? I have this armor here, and it appears to be, well, there's something wrong with it.
Something wrong with it? What do you mean?
It's
Something wrong with it?
It's been laughing at me.
It's cursed.
That.
And when you say it's cursed, Reska, she quickly looks at you, having seemingly just realized that you were there. And her eyes go wide again. She looks back to the armor and she says, "You brought me cursed armor?"
I was wondering if you could help remove the curse. If you're the one who can help me with that.
And you said it's been laughing at you?
Yeah. It also made me shrink.
It's a bit possessed.
Yeah, I would say possessed is a good word for it.
Made you shrink? What do you mean it made you shrink? You gotta tell me more. Like,
I believe I became like I don't know, dog. How was I like a little 6-inch tall man? I don't know what happened.
I mean, minimize was cast on you.
What does that do? Like half your height, or?
I believe it reduced you to tiny.
Well, I'll tell her that I was about yay high, and I'll like put my hand over the ground, and then I'll tell her that I also can't take it off.
What happened before you became yay high?
I believe I was struck in a bit of a scrap.
So she doesn't respond right away when you say this. She instead taps her chin, and she's very intrigued at this point.
Mhm.
It's been a while since she's had a really interesting thing to figure out, and she ponders it for a long moment, turns around, very quickly grabs a very quickly grabs a little chisel and swings it around and goes to hit you right in the chest on the armor.
I'll let her hit it. I'll tell her I would be careful. I don't know what can happen. Let's see if she continues.
All right. Yeah, no. After that first hit, you feel something.
Uh-huh.
And instead of that really nasty evil laughing this time, you instead feel that surge of power come over you, like just wash over your body again, but it's power you can't control. It's really foreign to you, and it's crazy. And again, instead of that super evil sounding laugh, it's super happy, bubbly laughing, except not as like actually evil as I just sounded, because that was really hard to conjure. My bad. So it's just like super happy, bubbly laughing coming directly from the armor there.
I will mimic everything that I hear in case it's not like heard out loud, and I'll tell her like that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you what I hear right now.
Well, as you start laughing, the armor's laughing only increases, and suddenly, in a 10-foot square centered around the armor, appears a bunch of grease. It bubbles up from the ground in that 10-foot square around you all. And all four of you are now standing in this grease, which is difficult terrain.
Oh boy.
And highly flammable. we just get around on it?
Let me check. Oh, so yeah, throw me dexterity saving throws, please.
Can I jam my rapier into the ground to stabilize myself and hold out a hand to stabilize the merchant?
First, roll me an odds or evens with the d6 for whether or not you were able to react fast enough with that rapier.
Okay.
And then if you are, I'll give you advantage on your dexterity saving.
Okay, I will call even. Hey.
All right, cool. So yeah, roll your dexterity saving throw with advantage. Shrestha, are you gonna try and quickly react?
Hey.
I mean, if I don't move, would it be any worse?
No, you would just roll the dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. Well, I'm not really moving anywhere though.
Isn't the check and the save the same thing, or?
Well, for this specific spell, it's a save.
Okay, so I did roll a check. There you go, same thing.
Damn, yeah, same thing. So Rembrandt, as soon as you see the grease start to bubble up from the ground, you whip out that rapier and stab it into the wood of this cart's counter.
I want the ground,
And
please. No,
Oh, the ground.
Yeah.
And stab it into the ground, and you are instantly stabilized. Nothing can shake you. But as soon as you are stabilized like that, Tacid, Shrestha, and Sir Leggy the Sixth all simultaneously eat shit.
Okay.
And all three of them are now prone.
I don't see why we'd fall if we weren't moving. We'd just be standing still.
It's part of the spell.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
part of the spell. When the grease appears, you have to roll the saving throw.
I will begin casting prestidigitation to try and clean away the grease.
Can you remind me exactly what prestidigita that stuff does?
It allows you to clean or soil. It's gonna take them a very long time because it is a 10-foot square.
Well, I mean, just the area where they're standing, so they can stand back up.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. So Sir Leggy the Sixth slowly makes his way back to his 6 feet. Tacid stands up rather shakily, stabilizes herself by putting her hands on the counter of the cart. And Shrestha, you're able to stand up as well. You're also a bit shaky at first, but you're good. The three of them got it. Rembrandt, you still cannot be shaken. And the laughter is still coming from the armor,
Oh no.
but it slowly starts to die down. It almost seems like it was relieved after the three of them slipped and fell.
Okay.
And the laughter dies down back into silence.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell her that the laughter's now gone, and I think everything's okay now, and I apologize for that. It's cursed. I don't have control over this.
Suddenly, the Mages College shows up. You have been sought to be casting illegal spells.
I begin to flee, and if they start casting spells on me, I'll open the menu and start consuming food rapidly.
This isn't Skyrim. Hashtag not sponsored.
Gotta eat that food.
So yeah, Tacid is just kind of like blown away, taken aback, confused, intrigued. She's a little bit of all of it. Currently, right now, mostly annoyed about the fact that she just fell on her ass.
Understandably.
Yeah. And she then asks you, well, where did you get this from?
I'll tell her I bought it off of a merchant. He did sell it at a decent price, but he didn't. He said that he couldn't really find a willing buyer, and I think I can understand why now, as he's avoiding eye contact.
There's a bit of sour laughter that comes from Tay-Sid as she tosses the chisel that she had used to hit you behind her, and it clatters amongst her rather cluttered belongings. And she looks back. She looks at you and she shrugs. She says, "I've never heard of any curse like this. Did this merchant tell you how old this is? Did he tell you where he got it from? Do you know any of the history about this thing?"
Out of character, I don't think he said anything, unless I missed something.
No, Heartbreaker did not actually say anything. Well, he said that he had found it from... He said that it was sold to him by a scared adventurer that just very quickly wanted to get rid of it.
Okay. So I'll relay that.
So this is a curse. We confirmed that, right?
Well, that's what people have been calling it.
Can I try to remove curse on it?
Yeah, what does that entail on your end?
I just gotta already touch it, and it pretty much removes the curse.
Yeah, what's like the casting time and stuff?
Instantaneous.
One action.
Yeah.
But it is
Oh.
duration of instantaneous.
I mean, yeah, go for it.
I wish to touch Rembrandt's armor.
Do you have my consent?
Do I need it?
No.
There
will
is
touch-
something extra to it, however. I sent Daga the link for it.
Oh.
Donka, I will read that real quick. Yeah, Discord.
Yeah, it doesn't remove the curse. Just lets you take it off.
Yeah, it breaks the attunement at least.
Well, if I don't attune to it, then I technically don't. I don't get the armor bonus, or do I just keep everything on it?
I mean, it's still cursed you the same way it always has. You just be able to take it off.
I mean, it's still pretty banging armor.
Okay. Yeah, that sort of throws a wrench and stuff, but not a whole lot.
I've had this
So,
spell forever,
I'll
but I've
take
never
it.
actually looked at it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not actually mad about that. This is interesting, because, yeah, alright, cool. I know what's gonna happen. Yeah, sure. So you touch the armor, and you cast this spell, and you both feel this really weird wave of power come over the both of you, and it dissipates as soon as it finishes that wave over your entire body, like tip of the ears or horns or whatever in Shrusca's case, to the tip of the tail and then the tip of the toes and claws.
Oh my.
And Rembrandt, your skin kind of feels a little icky for a second, and you feel like little like pinches here and there, and then you suddenly feel like the armor's a bit more loose, as it's almost as if it just like releases just a tiny bit of a bear hug. Like, you know when you bear hug someone and you let them go just a little bit?
I remember, like, when I donned this armor on, it like attached to me like a wetsuit, practically.
Yeah, it like shlooped right to your body, and it unshloops just a tiny bit as Shreska casts the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And Taysid looks at Shreska with her jaw hanging open, and she was like, "What the fuck? You could have just taken business away from me."
Oh, sorry. We still need a curse removed.
Yeah. Fine.
So I'll ask her. Do you? I think I could take it off now. Do you want me to like take it off and so you can examine it better, or?
I mean, if you want my help removing the curse, yes.
Is her cart like kind of like tall-ish?
No, it's her height. She's like 4'6".
Oh, I don't know. I'm hitting my head off this then.
Is there a place that I could change nearby?
Yeah. Behind those curtains there, and she waves her hand behind her into
How
this weird
convenient.
alley that's blocked off by some colorful scarf.
All right. I'll inspect the curtain and draw it back to make sure it's safe and stuff like that. Not that I expect much, but yeah.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe.
Okay. So I'll go behind there. I will take off the armor, and I'll put back on my old chain shirt.
So as you go to take off the armor, you hear a whole lot of laughs.
Oh no.
And by a whole lot of laughs, I mean a whole lot of different voices.
Okay. Can I make out what they say, or?
They're just laughing. Some of them are pissed off. Some of them are happy. Some of them sound pretty creepy. Some of them are just kind of chuckling. Some of them are chortling. Some of them are giggling. And one of them speaks up rather quickly after the laughter dies down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In this voice, the voice of a woman, pipes up and she says, wait, you don't want to remove us.
I'll ask out loud, I guess. Why not? See if it will respond.
Because we've been so lonely and this has been fun. And we can help.
Well, so far you haven't been too helpful.
Well, yes, some of my other sisters tend to not be as helpful as the other ones, but we could still have quite the relationship. We have been quite lonely.
I can understand the sentiment, but the negative effects that your other sisters have been causing really do not seem that favorable. Unless you could convince them to cease their little actions, I may have to remove you.
So there's a couple seconds of silence.
As
Obviously,
the
as there's
silence
silence on my side.
silence is passing, I'll be like slowly removing, like, I'm guessing there might be a bracer on it maybe, and I'll start
So-
slowly taking it off.
So
I'm getting
as you go to pick off more of it, another voice pipes up, and this one's definitely a different voice, and it says, Tam, why do you always have to be such a bitch?
Wow.
Just tell this cat that if he keeps us with him and lets us have our fun sometimes and help him others, then there will be something for him in the end, because you know what we can finally do now that we're on the move again. And at this point, a third voice pops up. And she says, you really are just so pushy with this. We gotta be careful, okay? A lot of stuff happens. I know that we can't really get hurt, but this cat here and his friends, he could get hurt, and it's really his choice. But I do have to say, Mr. Cat, we can help you if you want us to.
It seems like, well, at least one of you that just spoke before, it seems like you have some kind of a task or a goal in mind. If I agree to maybe possibly help you, provided that this goal isn't something too, well, less savory for, like, I don't know, killing something or somebody innocent. Is it possible that I could help you?
Oh, the woman we're hunting down is not innocent. And this voice is actually a fourth voice. We can most certainly help you if you agree, and we can all promise you that the person we are hunting down is not at all innocent. In fact, we were trying to stop her.
Did she do this to you?
Yep, and it backfired, so she tossed us aside. And we've been stuck like this for quite the long time. Nobody's had enough of the balls, I guess, to bring us along.
Rembrandt will ponder for a bit. Tell me more about this person who did this to you.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and share this information with you a certain way.
Okay.
I hope it works.
Okay.
And they are going to, one by one, taking turns, relay all of this information to you.
Okay.
It'll take about 10 minutes or so if you don't interrupt them.
Oh,
So
God.
let me see if I can do this. Can you see that in the chat?
Did you put it in Discord or something, or
No, in the FG chat.
FG chat? Yes.
I can see
Hold
it
on.
as well, though, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, anybody can read that, but don't metagame for right now. Only Rembrandt knows all this information until, of course, he decides to share it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just clicked it to see if it would work. I'm like, oh, yeah, it works.
Could you, like, go to somebody else as I read all this?
Yeah, so we're gonna
It's a
shoot
lot,
on
yeah.
back to Azurite. Yeah, it is a lot to read. So, yeah, with that, we're gonna shoot on back to Azurite. Azurite, you were heading towards the library, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, you know exactly where the library is. It obviously doesn't take you very long to get there, and you walk into the very familiar, very vast library built directly into the sandstone that the castle was originally. The foundation was made out of it, but during further construction over the lot of years that it's been there in the desert, they've started using different materials here and there to make it stronger, but this library is built directly with this solid, beautiful sandstone. Tons of books all along the walls, ladders leading up to bits of like cases of books that are so far above your head you almost can't even see the top shelves. And scattered around the room, the circular room also, scattered around it are various tables, desks with lanterns and just candles straight up melted to the wood themselves. Still lit because people decide to not put out candles and they're dangerous as fuck. There are stacks of books open and closed scattered around. There are very comfy large cushions. There are wooden chairs. There are stuffed armchair type things. This is a really nice library. And at one of these tables, in just a simple wooden chair, you see a fennec. And this fennec is going to introduce themselves.
Ah, hello there. I am Zekor.
Hello there.
And Azurite, you remember that you were actually sent to the library to seek out a cleric that had been sent here by a still unnamed sleeper. So Zakir, you don't even know the name of this sleeper. It just gave you the little bit of information that I had sent you earlier in a DM. Told you to come here, seek out Ashari. Ashari was really frazzled, told you what she could, then rushed off to do something else, sent you to the library.
Oh, that actually had a bit of a coughing fit.
Are you-
Oh.
Azurite, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Alright.
I'm still getting
So-
over my cold.
I feel that. But yeah, so you see this fennec, and you do remember that you're searching for this cleric that Nightcall had told you about. And Zakir, you are this cleric that was sent to Fakiha to seek out stuff about all this dream nonsense going on.
Okay.
Did he give me a description of what they look like?
No, Nightcall did not. He was just
Okay.
like, find this cleric in the library. And the fennec sitting at the table did just introduce himself as Zakir, rather politely. It was a very welcoming introduction.
Yes. Oh, that my name is Azure.
Uh, very nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you as well. What brings you here?
I was sent here to investigate on the strange things that have been occurring.
The issue with the dream magic that's been going around.
Precisely.
What all do you know so far?
Would I know a lot about this, or would I just...
What was that? I'm sorry.
Would I know exactly about this, or just that it was told to me?
What you know, sorry, I should have elaborated on that for a little bit more, or a little bit more for you. So what you know is that at this point, a couple weeks ago, everybody seemed to fall into a deep sleep. You had a very, very bad nightmare and woke up to realizing that everybody else was in a deep sleep. As you wandered around, you started to see that there were strange astral bodies wandering around, seemingly of citizens of the desert and stuff like that, and you had come across this really weird person who was a wood elf. And all he really told you was that you're an awoken, that he was a sleeper, and that Nessarian's kind of being a dick, and that you need to go to Fakiha to seek out Ashari and figure out a way to help the other Awoken with this dream realm nonsense.
Okay.
So yeah, you can at this point choose what of that info to relay to Azure to answer her question.
So I assume you're one of these awakened I was told about?
Yes. Sorry about that. Yes.
Ah,
Almost seems that you are as well from how you've been acting.
yeah, I was sent here to assist you guys in a way.
Hmm. Well, I'm not exactly sure where the rest of the group is.
Ah, there's more of you?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. Shall we look for them or will they come here?
Most likely would not have much reason to come here. Would probably be best if we looked for him.
As you wish. I get up and kind of dust myself off, fix my cloak, and then prepare to follow.
On our way to find some of the others, at least.
All right, so y'all head out of the library, and that was awesome. Y'all role playing gave me time to take notes for what's happened so far, because I'm actually doing that now.
Nice.
Rather than just listening to all the episodes before the game. Anyways. So yeah, as you all head away, we're gonna flash to Kalani real quick just to update everybody on what he's been doing. He's been training. He's been
I
working
wanted
on some
secret.
stuff. Okay.
Not really.
All right.
What?
He's been training. He's been doing some stuff. He's been hanging with his guard, just conversing with them, chilling around with Toby and his sick new ink. Kalani in his training did get not really a new ability, but it sort of changed in a way. And yeah, that's what he's been doing. Chilling with his troops. Rembrandt, have you...
Yes.
Are you good?
Yes.
Alright, so... Yeah, I guess... What's your answer for the sisters?
I'll tell them. And do I know that all 8 exist in this armor, or do I only know of the 4 so far?
As they were telling you this story, the others piped up individually to like introduce themselves in a way.
Okay.
All in their strange little quirk that I have with them.
Okay. I'll tell them. All of you seem pretty powerful. And if all 8 of you couldn't stop the 9th sister, do you think that... And you've also seen, I don't know if you guys can have consciousness, question mark, and I'm asking them, while I'm in combat or fighting along with my allies. But what do you think we have a chance to take her down?
Sorry, I accidentally closed out of the sisters. I had to find them again. So this time, Nin speaks up, and she says, "Oh, we see all, Cat. We know what you and your friends have been doing, have gone through, and do you think we would fight so hard and tell you all of this if we didn't think you had a chance to stop Sen?"
Mm, I will say, having these pranks of Grease and shrinking myself is definitely going to get into the way of fighting Sen.
So, what I want you to do is
Is that you speaking or Nin?
me, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. What I want you to do is roll roll 4 persuasion checks.
Would you allow me to summon my
One
gauntlets?
one of which with advantage.
Would you allow me to summon my gauntlets or no?
With the gauntlets, you have to physically wrap the astral chain around what you're persuading. But
Are you
since
sure
you're
about that?
am I sure about it?
Because I just the last time I spoke to the kobold and then I convinced them to do it otherwise. To be on our side. If you don't want to, that's fine. But
Yeah, no, not with this. Simply because you're like wearing it.
mhm.
I don't know. Just gonna
I
say
could,
not with this. But yeah.
okay.
Roll 4 persuasion checks, one of which with advantage.
Okay. Here's one. Okay. And the rest. Okay. Come on. Oh, God.
God.
Okay, a little lower.
I still went perfectly fine.
Hang on, guys. You guys are all going robotic.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hearing
you
it
are
too.
too.
Yeah, very robotic.
And now it suddenly recovers.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
We're good.
Discord.
Dang.
I'm here.
Oh. Discord's having issues today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been.
So with those rolls, and with what you had said, you hear 4 voices pipe up all at the same time, and it's Moss, Neen, or no, it's Moss, Tam, Neff, and I. 4 of them speak up simultaneously, and they say, "Alright, fine."
Robotic again.
I'm already told this.
Yeah, everybody is.
I'm getting red on the ping, even though I'm 43 ping.
What?
I have no idea what you said, but I'm gonna switch the server location.
So are we going down for a sec?
Still have no idea what you're saying.
Hello?
Well,
It
that
looked
seems
like
better
you-
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Hopefully that'll be good for now.
All right. So you were listing off the 4 that were speaking. Who are they?
Sorry, yeah, it was Moss, Tam, and Nye. The
Okay,
four
so
of them
3.
spoke up simultaneously and all said, all right, fine. We will do our best to stop this when it happens, but you must understand we can't always help it.
I'll ask them. Is it possible that we can use your particular little whims for a different use? Like perhaps if I, let's say, grapple an enemy and pull them close to the armor, maybe you can reduce him instead if he's that close to me. Maybe to give you a little bit of fun to have.
Nye pipes up when you say that, and she says, you know, that does sound like quite a bit of fun.
See, I think there's a bit of a... We could make this work if we all just cooperate together. Perhaps I can give you all a bit of a little entertainment that you want to find. We can work something out.
All
But
8 of them agree. Not all at once, pretty much.
mhm.
Been in this alley blocked off by colorful scarves talking to your armor for a while.
Yeah, at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, and as all of you spread out a little bit right now, are just doing your thing. You're talking to your armor, to the sisters. Shreska, you're chilling with Sir Liggy the Six and your new pretty necklace that Rembrandt proposed. And Azurite and Zakur, you're on your way to find the rest of the group. Kalani, you're chilling with the troops. All of you, in your heads. Azurite, it's the loudest in yours. Hear Ashari's voice. And yeah, Azurite, you get a little bit of that normal tinge of a migraine when you hear her voice. And she says, okay, all right, I think I did it. I've been trying to find it this whole time. I hope you all have done what you needed to do here, because it's time to go back. I found the location of the gem. It's moving around, though, which is kind of confusing for me, but I found it. All right, it's time for y'all to go back. Yeah, all right, here we go.
She's gonna try to reply back. Can you try to be quieter?
And as you start to speak back to Ashari, all of you feel this sudden weird ripping sensation from the inside of your body out, but it's weird because it doesn't hurt.
I don't feel so good.
I don't think any of us feel so good.
And
I don't
as
feel so
as-
good, Mr. Stark.
Zaga, would you
Huh?
allow one last question to the sisters before we do this?
Yeah.
Where would I find Sen? Do you guys happen to have like a trail that I could follow?
I wasn't prepared for that question.
I love the brutal honesty.
How can you not be prepared for such a question to be asked?
Well, remove curse was literally just thrown into the mix. So,
Yeah, it was. And
Yeah.
okay, so
if you want, you can answer it later.
No, it's I there's an answer to it. It's just hard to explain when I didn't think I would need to answer the question this way.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole the sisters are good. I have shit for the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Het speaks up and she says there isn't really one path. We've been in so many hands that it's going to be a matter of tracking everyone down, and trying to find where Sen left us, because if I believe I can speak for my sisters, none of us can remember that well, that far back.
Well, if any of you do get a bit of a hint of where we should go, please let me know.
We will do that.
All right.
And that's when you start to feel the weird painless ripping sensation from the inside of your body outwards. And as it finishes reaching the outside of your body, you all seem to be like sucked in from the inside of your body into one of those weird ripping reality portal type things that you saw before coming into this version of Fakiha.
Daka,
What's up?
my blood hurts.
I
It's
think
all
he
that
has a.
alcohol.
I think he has a right to like speak to you directly because we just had that interaction with you the last time of the last session.
There wasn't canon though.
Wasn't canon.
No, it wasn't canon. Y'all just had like a really weird dream. I even said at the end of it that you all forgot what happened.
I know. I'm just fooling with you.
Yeah. So yeah, you all get sucked into these weird portal thingies individually, and you pop out in a group once again in this ghostly, strange, hazy, liquidy image of Fakiha. And if you remember, this is the Fakiha that was left when Ashari used her awesome Dreamwalker magic to try and pull the entirety of the city of Fakiha into her own little corner of the dream realm that is situated in a gem that she normally keeps on her person. But something weird with her spell happened because there was a portal to the dream world being constructed by some of Nissarian's acolytes underneath of the city, and the clash of those two energies caused Fakiha to essentially split in two. Ashari has tasked you all with finding the gem, the physical gem. So, yeah, you're back in this strange, ghostly, liquidy, dreamy version of Fakiha.
We're in
It's
the dark
dark,
world.
it's dreary. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And you all are no longer separated. You're back in your group. You actually come out of these portals and kind of fall on top of each other into a little dog pile. And everyone but Azurite, you're kind of confused to see this Fennec. Sir Leggy the Sixth, he starts to snarl a little bit. And before we go any further, Zim, if you could pop up an intermission.
Why?
Intermission.
What do you mean, why? This is a good time to do it.
Why?
Because I'm asking nicely.
Oh, okay.
Pretty please.
Yeah, let me get this pulled up.
Por favor.
Danke.
What are these options here?
It's one of
What
them.
are these options?
It's one of them.
I've only got like 3,000 of them.
Oh god.
Ah, there it is. Alright guys, I guess we will return at the near-ish future point of time determined by the illustrious dungeon master.
Sparkle.
Also, yes, Sparkle Dog.
Oi, no.
We don't know when, but it will come back. At some
There's
point.
a little bit of a lag since we changed into Dark World. It's messing up the stream, so we're trying to fix that right.
Oh, I can fix. I can make that happen. Yeah. Here,
Yeah.
give me just a moment.
Make what happen?
I can make it all happen. Everything.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either, but all of you check the Discord real quick.
Okay.
There. Dark World.
Perfect.
Yeah. See? So yeah, we will return at some point in the near future. Possibly. Might also wind up sacrificing Daga to the old gods. In which case we won't return. If we do that, then like I said, he won't be around anymore. So, we would not be able to, keep going. As you see, he'd be sacrificed to the old gods. And no longer available to, DM for us.
Right.
Yeah. So, if that doesn't happen, then we'll return here soonish. And yeah, that's just, what's gonna happen here. Daga is letting us know some information in private, and it's very good information, I assure you all. It might be the best information ever. It's just very good information and some really great stuff that Daga is relaying to us. But again, if Daga gets sacrificed to the old gods,
This is your cue to leave and go get a drink.
We won't be able to continue the session, and we may just wind up staying in intermission for, well, forever, you see. Yeah, dudes. If you already got the drink, then you're good to go. You can just sit here and listen to the soothing tones of my voice here, you see. And also imagine about Daga, being sacrificed to the old gods.
Go use the bathroom.
For daring to make me put it on intermission, you see. And so, it's just gonna keep going and going, and he's gonna get sacrificed to those old gods, quite possibly, highly likely, but we'll just have to see. We might go ahead and build a wall between Daga and us, so it'll be a great wall. We'll make Daga build it. And it'll just keep him from, coming, and, he'll be unable to come get us, you see, and he won't be able to disrupt us and make things worse. So, yeah, we might return, we might not. It all depends on Daga, and if he wants to continue here, whenever he wants to continue. We're still waiting. We're still trying to see if he wants to return to us. In the meantime, though, I would like to draw attention to the fact that Rembrandt now has a harem in his armor. You see, he's gone from working in a harem to owning the harem, and we gotta wonder what kind of things he's going to do with this harem that he is wearing. It's quite disturbing, if I have to be honest. I mean, he's just wearing all of this harem on him. And it's just, I mean, it's kind of disturbing. And then we've got Shreska, and she likes eggs. She just enjoys her eggs. Shreska likes to collect and eat eggs, and sometimes Shreska will throw them, but mostly Shreska will eat the eggs, and sometimes Shreska will even lay the eggs. I hope that, just between you and me, I really hope that she doesn't eat the eggs when she lays the eggs. And we're still waiting for Daga to return to us, so we can see whether Daga has, sacrificed to the old gods or not.
When was
and
Zim
if
laying
he
eggs?
will return to us, possibly he might return to us. We don't really know. I think he's already working on that wall. It's going to be a great wall, a very good wall. Unfortunately, Kalani does not lay eggs. It's something that he does not have the biology for. But Daga is a sparkle dog, and Daga might lay eggs. Nobody really knows what sparkle dogs are capable of. I mean, they sparkle and they're strange and very much foreign to just everyone.
I'm surprised you managed to keep going this entire freaking time.
Well, you see, there's plenty of information out there that I want to just share to everybody and make sure that they can enjoy themselves and the stream as a whole. Because it's quiet during intermission. That's boring, But if we just keep going and going, they've got something nice to listen to, And we're still waiting for...
My God, is this dude still going on?
Yes!
And it seems that Daga has returned, but whether Daga is going to resume the game has yet to be seen, guys, but hopefully...
Yeah, to save everybody from this bullshit, I'm gonna resume.
Well, unfortunately,
Oh, I was kind of enjoying this.
we need to
Alright, fine.
confirm that everyone is here, We can't really continue with
Everyone roll
making
2d6.
sure
Do
everybody
it
is
quick.
here, because we gotta make sure that they're here. Also, Daga, how is that wall coming between you and us?
17, 20, and
because
rolled
we
a
are
1.
making sure that you build the wall, and we're keeping safe from you by building, or rather making you build a wall. And we want to just make sure that we are safe, Daga. By the way, Cthulhu tried to accept your sacrifice.
Wait, where did I get Cthulhu from?
But
Who knows? Okay,
unfortunately,
Zim, buddy, pal, friend, bucko. We're good.
It was all good until Cthulhu showed up.
Well, unfortunately, we don't seem to have Shreska here, as they were told to roll 2d6.
Shreska.
And,
Well, yeah.
Shreska did
Okay,
not.
look,
There we go, there
I
we
do
go.
want to finish. Cthulhu, he tried to accept sacrifice of you, but unfortunately,
Wait, who's
your
the sacrifice?
sparkles Daga, they all got, absorbed, clogging up all of the suckers on his tentacles, you see, and he wasn't able to
Oh my.
actually take you as a sacrifice. And so it seems that you are safe for another little while longer, Daga. I just wanted to let you know that.
How kind of you.
It seems that Daga has not returned, and so I guess I've got to keep on
Oh my god.
going.
No, I'm here. Please stop. Please.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, everyone, we are back with more Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. Daga was not sacrificed to the old gods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems that the chat would like me to continue on rambling
No!
and
Oh
Uh,
no.
Lightning light.
No.
discussing the outcome of Cthulhu's attempt to take Daga and all of his sparkles.
You know what, Zim? I'm gonna
see-
take over. Zim, I'm gonna take over. So you guys get a grapefruit, right? Cut off the.
No, no,
top?
no,
No?
vetoed. Vetoed.
I'm trying to
No.
promote.
Speaking
I'm trying to
of,
promote good grapefruit etiquette.
Why you gotta be
speaking
such
of,
a hussy?
Speaking of, grapefruit, one of the officers that worked with me at work, he went over to one of our off-campus locations, and he got out of his patrol car and was headed up into the parking garage when a grapefruit dropped from the 7-story building and smashed itself on the ground right next to him.
Sponsored by Dole.
All right, since you finished that story, that's all you get. We're continuing. You all
I would
have
like
just been.
to share another.
Please
Shut up.
stop. You all have just been sucked back into this weird, kind of sort of fakia. You fell on top of each other. So you fell into this dog pile. Everything's dark around you.
Who
And
fell
you,
on top of and who?
Zakura, you actually fell on top of everybody, so you're at the top. Rembrandt, you're on the bottom.
Oh, of course.
um,
You see, this is funny because we've
Stop!
established.
That reaction.
What's wrong there, Rembrandt?
all right, so yeah, and as you all are struggling to get out of this dog pile, you also notice that around you are wandering, quite the selection of astral beasts.
Oh,
Some of
I
them you
would hope you had
recognize, some
forgotten.
of them you don't. Right now, none of them seem to have noticed you. They're all quite far away, 50 to 60 feet. They're wandering around again, like, you all are in the city, so they're wandering in and out of these different pathways and alleyways around the different buildings and such. And yeah, none of them have noticed you yet, and you all are struggling to get out of this dog pile.
I'm gonna stay in it.
One might say that we might be knotted into this pile, and all of our limbs
I'm getting the
are
fuck out of there.
knotted together and stuff.
All right, we're gonna move on since the knot joke's out.
like a destiny knot. What are you thinking? God,
Oh, what? Not.
destiny knots. A moving Pokemon. God.
What?
I'm gonna try to wiggle my way out of the pile.
You're on top of it.
Yeah,
so
you're
you
on
very
top. You can
easily
get out
Oh,
move
easy.
off of
sweet.
everybody and stand up, brush yourself off.
I am very glad that I'm on top.
Time is currently passing. And as you all are still there, some of you in the pile, some of you not, you do hear a strange noise. I feel really tingly and funny. And around you, one of them pops up to your south, one of them pops up to your north, one of them to the east, one of them to the west. They're all different spaces from you. And please take note of this right now, you guys. Write this down as I say it. What pops up around you are the same sort of tears in reality that you've seen the past little while now since coming to Fakiha. There are those weird portal things, the tears and such, and they pop up and they start to shimmer and dance around. And the one to your north is 70 feet away. It's the furthest away. The one to your south is 30 feet away. The one to your west is about 45 feet away. And the one to your east is about 20 feet away. And since I decided to not write that down as I said it, because I had to hold down my press to talk button, can you send me that in Discord, please?
Sure.
While they are saying that in Discord, I just wanted to continue sharing the story about why Rembrandt was found at the bottom of the pile.
Don't.
You see that he's a recovering
Zed,
prostitute.
What did I tell you about don't? Oh yeah, it was a don't.
I hear your objection, but I wish to inform the newcomers
It's in Iron Fang.
Yep, thank you. I see it. All right, we're moving on.
stream
We're moving on.
and,
We're moving on.
Got you,
We're
homie.
moving on. Thank you.
It seems
So-
I have found a new tool to make you guys actually keep going.
My God. Anyways, so yeah, these tears in reality pop up, start shimmering as you're right. You feel tingly and weird, and they're those distances away from you.
We should probably go to the east one.
Wait 1 second. I'm going to type something and I'm going to say something.
And while Daga is saying something, he's you
Grapefruits
see
are really
there's,
great, honestly. I
yes,
love grapefruits.
grapefruit.
I like
is,
grapefruit more though.
I honestly kind of feel betrayed by grapefruit. You see, at one point when I was very young, I saw grapefruit juice on the menu. You see, and it I was like, ooh, a grape-based fruit punch, and I insisted on ordering it. And then when it arrived, it was like, oh, this looks like orange juice, and I was happy about that. And then I sipped it, and it was not orange juice or fruit punch or grape juice.
This ain't
Okay,
your daddy's
thank you.
was-
We're good.
it
We're good.
was,
Thanks.
Quite
Zen.
gross, you
Zen.
see.
Please.
This ain't your
All right.
daddy's citrus fruit.
So not only do these tears in reality pop up, but you
Daga,
also
I
take
just-
notice.
I would like to make sure that you are okay real quick. You see, you seem to be rather upset by my words. Is there something wrong with the grapefruit?
Just
It was spoiled.
okay. So not only do these rips pop up, And Azurite, you feel tingly, but you also, all of you start to actually take notice of these astral beasts that are wandering around. You see some astral basilisks, which you are very familiar with at this point, wandering around 30 feet to your north. And yeah, they are in between you and that rip. You see a group of ghouls and basilisks 40 feet to the south, so they're actually a bit behind, a little further away from you in that portal there. There are a couple of really kind of strange looking, large, shadowy creatures that are also sparkly because of the astral body effect, and those are pretty close to you. Those are only 25 feet to your west, and there are a few giant astral crocodiles even closer to you, 15 feet to your east.
Fun.
Yeah. I don't
Guys,
think we should go east.
guys, get off so we can defend ourselves.
Nah.
I'm already off.
Fine, I'll go.
Azurate's gonna be taking a look around and seeing if any of them would. No, never mind. Lost my train.
Seeing if
So,
they're friendly?
as you all pause for a second and start to look, the portals start to look like they're almost withering away. And as they start to do that, the giant astral crocs that are the closest to you, 15 feet to your east, they notice you. They turn around. And they look at the group of you.
And smile?
One might say that Senpai has noticed us.
Oh my god.
Are you talking about Zarth?
And I would like
Everyone to roll.
Initiative?
yeah.
Water.
Alright, thank you everybody for rolling. That actually gave me time to set some stuff up.
Got it, dude.
Got it,
Peace.
dude.
Let the combat start.
So, as these crocodiles turn around and look at you, and you all make eye contact with them, they move towards you very quickly. Like, fast enough than any of you can react. But as they near you, you all feel that really weird, painless rip from the inside of your body out. Your vision goes black, and you come to in an even stranger world. You can't see anything around you other than this really weird undulating darkness. The ground is covered in a really soft grass that's higher in some places than others. There are rather large lightning bugs flitting about through the taller grasses. But in front of you are those two giant astral crocodiles.
Wait, they're actually dark or
No.
Oh,
No, it's lit.
Wait.
All of you can see. Even if it was dark, all of you have dark vision anyway, so fuck y'all.
No, I don't.
what's dark vision?
I don't
Most
have dark
darkness
vision
at all.
either.
Kalani doesn't.
Almost. Okay, well,
Kalani
anyways.
does.
No, he
Anyways.
doesn't.
I
You have
don't
the
know what the meaning of
goggles.
darkness is.
What god?
Gave you the goggles that you've questioned before that you didn't know. the
Actually, I only have dark vision up to the 8 feet.
I don't see darkness at all.
Anyways.
Either way.
Azurite, I believe it is actually your turn.
Yes. Can they get placed on proper boxes, please? On proper squares, so it's easier to tell distance between each thing.
There we go. They
Tell
in
the
squares
distance.
now.
Those are big crocodiles.
But
They're
by
giant.
the way, just so you know, each square is actually 7.5 feet here.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Use green flame blade with my wakizashi. No, I'm not.
Nope, you're not. You managed
Well,
to miss
You like
completely.
can't hit with that thing.
I know, right? Well, now it's for the offhand.
Let's see you hit with that one, because you usually do. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I hit with that one, but not the other.
You should just only do unarmed strikes.
But that would require hitting monk classes. And I don't feel like going that multi-classing like somebody.
I see.
All right, Remy boy.
Rembrandt's gonna run right on up and in one fluid motion take out his rapier and give a stab at this croc.
Yeah, you hit it.
Nice.
And the details is fuzzier than a wolver's butthole.
What in the fuck was that?
God of War reference.
With that, I will grant bardic inspiration to Azurite, and end my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
Shreshka, you can take that prone effect off.
Oh.
I think you can take it off. Doug.
So I
don't-
can, and
don't-
I did it.
I don't think we can. Also, I had 3 wounds out of nowhere. Do I actually have that or not?
No.
No, you
I
don't.
have 9 wounds. Oh yeah, that was from the last thing.
Yeah, that's from last time.
Okay, yeah. Kalani, wipe your wounds too.
His was because of
Yeah, y'all are
not even
fresh right
being
now.
hurt.
Shrefka would happily snap her fingers and make a loud, intensive boom between the two crocodiles.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Boom goes that dynamite.
can you link that into the FG chat, please? Just so I can read it real quick.
Okay.
I was about to say it's gonna be shatter.
Yeah, I like knew what it was. I just want to read it.
It's always shatter. If there's any two enemies closer together, it's always shatter.
Okay, so Constitution saving throws. That's what I needed.
I can just force them to roll it.
Yeah, please do. Ah, alright, so 4 failed.
Now roll the damage on it and then do
Wait,
it
I
again.
gotta figure out what the damage is when I cast a level 4. Okay.
Level 4. What?
I cast everything at level 4 now. Spell slot 3 or higher, 2 extra d8. And then for this one,
Well done. That one also failed. Well done.
I'll wait my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna let's see, get somewhat closer, like about See here, and then cast Bless at the second level on Azurite. How do you pronounce your name?
Rembrandt or Shreska?
Oh,
Who?
Treska,
Okay.
Rembrandt, and Kalani.
Okay, can you link the spell into FG chat for me?
Otus.
Yeah, there
There
you
we
go.
go.
Dragon in the chat.
And I'm casting it at level 2.
Rembrandt feels his power come over him, and he just looks around
Sweet.
and just
Okay.
sees the new guy and be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, y'all didn't even get a chance to meet Wolves the Courier. But yeah, going forward, that's actually a thing I'd like all of you to do. If you are using a spell of some sort or some sort of attack that has more to it than just the damage and such, link it into the FG shot for me. It makes it easier on me. But yeah, is that your whole turn there, Zakir?
That'll be it.
All right, so there's a thing in the combat tracker, if you pull it up on FG, that allows you to pass your turn.
Uh,
It's a dragon with a down arrow at the bottom left of it.
Sweet. All right, it's Toby's turn.
Well, hello there. Toby is going to dash his way up over to that fine location. At which point, it will begin to claw at the astrologator.
Crocodile.
He really doesn't care. He only wishes to
Different.
eat.
They're different.
Oh, esteemed Dungeon Master, we do require your input.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 1 second. I'm preparing something for right after this. Okay, yeah, so both of those hit.
Why, thank you, Dogger. I will be sure to apply the damage.
Max damage.
And that is it for the overpowered Toby Kale's turn.
Oh, hush. Give it a break.
And now it is time for the more overpowered Colonia.
God.
I believe, actually no, I can only make it to there. But that is perfectly fine. After all, I have reach. As well as extra attack.
Rip.
Yeah, the first one you hit,
Dogger
the second one you didn't
dearie.
hit.
Thank you, Dogger, my dearie. The mistake. You'll need to remove 7 damage from them.
Oh, from both of them?
No, just giant crocodile 2.
Cool. Thanks. Okay, so this crocky boy, he's a big old grump. Because he just got hit by 2 things. And he's not too happy. So he's gonna bite Azurite.
I'm gonna
And
block
as
Disadvantage.
it. Disadvantage.
does a 17 still hit you, Azurite? Yeah, it does.
That is exactly my AC.
Cool, so it does hit you. Yeah. Ooh, wait. So yeah, it gives you a good old chomp.
Holy crap.
Ow. Ow.
Wait, why did you just take... It said it took critical. It doubled the damage, but I don't have it taking critical
Oh,
damage.
jeez.
Well, you're gonna have to remove it and then redo it.
No, just take 17 damage. Remove that 34 and just take... Wait, no. Take 19.
Okay, not as bad of an ow now.
Yeah, but you are... grappled.
God damn it.
And as the crocky boy gives you the big old chomp and grapples you, does a little twisty, its tail swings around and slaps Rembrandt.
Hey.
Hey.
He surpassed the fabled armor of the sisters. Get you out of here.
You're also prone, but yeah, I would also now like you to roll...
How am I prone if I if I got a 20 on strength save?
Oh, never mind. It says that it... Sorry, I misread that. It's success on your side, so no, you're not prone. But I would also like you to first roll a chance determined by odds yes, evens no, for whether or not the sisters get activated.
Oh,
Do you
boy.
want to just do a d6?
Yeah, just give me a d6 for odds
Um,
yes, evens no.
Even.
Well, it was already odds yes, evens no. It's always odds yes, evens no for that.
Oh,
But no, yeah, they don't activate.
Okay.
So yeah, that happened.
All right.
I can't fade away when he ends his turn.
And it's Sir Leggy's turn. Shreska, can you control Sir Leggy on the map yet? Shreska?
I cannot. Actually, I can. What can Sarah Leggy even do again?
Well, if creatures start their turn while he's looking at them, they have to go through the sleep gaze thing, and he also bites and does poison damage as well as piercing damage. But
What's his
since
AC and health like?
his AC is 17, his health is 45, but since he's missing 2 legs, his speed is only 15.
Aww.
Ah.
That's terrible and cute.
It's gonna move up to Kalani and to stare down Crocodile too.
All right, sounds good. Focusing his eyes on good old Crocky Boy. It looks like it's Crocky Boy's turn. So,
Let's see if you're
Crocky
gonna
Boy.
regret. Let's see if you're gonna regret giving us a basilisk.
It's not petrifying, it's only sleep.
Yeah, it's sleepy,
Oh.
which is funny considering the fact that you're going up against astral crocs, so it doesn't actually have any effect.
Ah.
Yeah. So, Crocky Boy 2. Pretty mad. Gonna give Toby a good old
Nom jump.
and it looks like it hits. Good, it didn't crit that time. Okay.
Jesus.
Doggo, why do you hate me?
Toby's also now grappled. But since Crocky Boy successfully grappled Toby, he's pretty preoccupied with that, so doesn't try and swing his tail around, his big ol' thick boy tail. Can't really reach around to smack at Toby anyways while he's being grappled. So, yeah, Crocky Boy just chomped Toby, brought him to the ground. And it's now Azurite's turn.
Yep. Are both of my hands free?
Yeah, he
Technically-
chomped you,
grappling?
he chomped you around the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a burn him.
Do you get advantage?
How so?
No.
Burning hands.
Oh, okay.
Can you? You can't do sneak attack, can you? It's a melee attack, right? You need to do that on.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Well, it succeeded.
And it takes half of that. Oh my goodness, that was almost max damage on the die roll itself.
Alright, yeah. So both of these crocs are looking pretty beat up. They're huffing and puffing, but both of them are also grappling something else, so they're huffing and puffing from that too. Is that your turn? Yeah, that's your turn, Azure, right? Because you're
And Brandon is going to angrily stab away, telling it to release. Oh god, no.
No, it's
Remember,
you're
you
not
have-
gonna angrily stab away, I guess.
You also have
The bless. Ha!
yeah.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13? No, it does not.
Aww.
You can do it, Rembrandt.
I just failed. I can't.
I believe in you.
Sadly, the action economy doesn't believe in me. I will. Yeah. End turn.
Shreshka, darling.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Oh. Oh yeah. I forgot I'm so high in the turn order this time. I'm just gonna cast a simple Eldritch Blast. That doesn't hit, does it?
It does not.
I'm gonna assume that one doesn't either.
It does not.
Oh no.
Is anyone actually wounded right now? Oh. I will
Are they
heal.
wounded? Yeah, they're hurt pretty bad.
I shall heal Azurite.
Oh god. That was a big heal.
and I think I can heal Rambripper too.
Thank you.
And that ends my turn. And literally all my heal dice, pretty much.
Okay, with going on with concentration, say if I use a cantrip, would that break concentration? Concentration?
No.
It won't?
No.
Sweet.
No.
Then I will use Toll the Dead on Crocodile
God.
4. And he is wounded, you said?
Yes, he is.
So he'll need to make a
You can roll it on him.
Yeah, you can force enemies and other stuff to
Yeah,
make
you want
saves
the
and stuff.
effects part of it. You want to roll on.
okay.
Yeah, so
we're-
it's easier to do it through the combat tracker.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta drag it onto the token.
Oh, okay. So on him.
There you go.
And he failed.
Okay.
Now drag the
And-
damage on him.
And he is wounded, so it'll be 1d12.
Yep.
Well, 2d12, since I am about 5th level.
Yep, so you can go ahead and drop another d12 on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Toll the Dead is nasty when it actually hits.
Alright, well done.
And for my bonus, actually, no. I would like to keep concentration on the one bless, so I'm not gonna use Shield of Faith, and that will end my turn.
Alright, Toby. You're grappled.
Toby will attempt to get free.
Yes, concentration up to 1 minute.
That's contested strength, right?
Huh. Anybody see that?
Did I win?
Did anybody see
Um,
that dice roll? Because it looked like it rolled onto an 8 side for me.
Did
Yeah,
I
it looked
win?
like it for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, Toby, with that 20, I'm just gonna say, yeah, you break free. Toby's free. Toby's a free boy.
And he's going to retaliate in kind.
Isn't trying to break free from a grapple considered a full action, though?
I believe
You would
so.
have movement left.
Yeah, so he has movement. I'm not gonna take the attacks.
Fine.
I'd like to climb on top of the giant crocodile with my leftover movement.
That one misses. That one hits.
Isn't Kalani blessed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kalani
with
is
one
blessed.
d4.
Hashtag
What does that
blessed.
do?
Roll
It gives
d4.
you a d4 to your attack rolls, or I think it was saves.
Would a
That's a-
14 do it?
So
well.
yeah, for that first attack now hits as well, so both of them hit.
Yay.
Yeah, it gives you a d4 to your attack rolls and saves.
And minimum
all
damage.
saves.
We're pretty damn close.
Good night, Trano. Hope it
Alright,
you.
so yeah, Kalani.
See, guys,
you
I'm
actually
so
have-
overpowered.
So Kalani, real quick, before you continue to bitch, we did change your effect of the Rune Blast. So why don't you explain what the Rune Blast looks like now for everybody who isn't aware of that change?
That is when I choose to activate it, and we haven't actually figured out how that works yet.
I mean, you just used it in the combat, so it's
Well, that's just the
Uh,
basic type. There was supposed to be alternatives as well.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind then.
And we haven't figured out
My-
how those alternatives work.
Yeah, it was preemptively trying to add flavor when the flavor wasn't done being invented yet. So Crocky Boy 4 is even more mad now, because, well, no, he's actually not, because you didn't stab him, Rembrandt, that's right. So he's just gonna tighten his grip on Azurite, give her a good old chomp,
Blocking.
and
Blocking.
somehow,
Blocking.
well, he missed,
Okay.
so,
He could get in that one.
Oh,
good
yeah.
point.
Probably not gonna happen.
Very close.
No.
It was a 2. Yeah, so somehow, even though Azurite is already in Crocky Boy's mouth, somehow misses the bite. But in his frustration, does whip out with his tail again at Rembrandt.
No.
I blame the
misses.
fact that he got burned the last turn.
Yeah, he's pretty pissed off about those burns. Can't concentrate on much of anything, so misses the boat. Sir Leggy!
Sir Leggy's gonna make the distance, and he's gonna attempt to bite.
Make the distance.
He
Make the
can
distance.
go the distance. He will slay the croc.
I don't have an attack for bite.
I'll do it, sorry.
Saga,
It's on the
get on
combat
that.
tracker for me. Yeah, the bite hit.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't kill it. We can't name Sir Leggy the hero.
Nope,
So
not
close,
dead yet.
yet so far.
I like the smaller little health orb is on them.
What was that?
You can see the health orb on the giant crocodile. It's like the smallest thing ever.
It's like a pixel of red.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I don't think that's the health orb though. I think that's just to color code it.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
that's
the
the
other one has
hostile color
orange.
coding.
No, that's the health orb. It goes
Yeah.
it goes follow the colors of the combat tracker.
Like most of us have green.
Ah.
Alright. Yeah, so having just been bit by a fucking astral basilisk, this crocodile is very confused considering the fact that he is also an astral boy. And reaches out to give Sir Leggy a chomp and misses.
Yes.
But-
not
Sir
pre-
Leggy, the
not
nimble.
precious boy.
As he turns to chomp at Sir Leggy, his tail is redirected at Toby Kale, but critically misses. So, Zim, give me a crit miss card for bludgeoning, please.
Sir Leggy, the nimble.
Happily. Natural attack. That does not apply to this one. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oof.
Make
You okay?
a Constitution saving throw. On a failed
Oh.
save, you are unable to attack with this body part until you finish a long rest.
What's the DC for the save?
I'll tell you after you make the roll.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 3, 23.
Why'd you ask for it? The DC was an 18.
No. Does anything happen
Nope,
still?
just a miss.
Or did
Oh.
I make it? Huh?
Just a miss.
Alright, cool. Azurite, you're still grappled.
Yeah, it's gonna be burned again.
Alright, roll it up.
Just die already. Your turn, Rembrandt. It's getting closer to dying, though. It turned
Getting
red.
there. Yeah. No.
You have a D4.
I do. Yeah. No.
Oh, 1 under.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah, I'm good.
Shrashka,
Yeah.
your turn.
I will do the Eldritch Blasty thing.
All right.
By flailing my arms around.
Oh.
It works
There you
every
go.
time.
You hit it.
Wait, does this even get better damage? No, it doesn't. Oh, what have I done?
No, you just get more beams later on.
Oh, you didn't flail that time.
No, I forgot to flail.
All right.
Yeah. So that second one missed.
I'm gonna heal with my last healing dose.
Wait, isn't Shreshka blessed?
Am I?
Yes, Shreshka is
Oh
blessed.
yeah.
Hashtag blessed. Roll it up.
You need a 4.
A D4, okay.
No,
No,
you
no,
roll
no.
a D4.
I did roll a D4. Oh,
That
it's
was
not
You rolled a
D4.
D6.
Sick.
Ah,
No,
Nope.
same
outcome.
outcome.
That doesn't help either way. And we'll heal Azurite again.
Yay.
There we go.
Hashtag healed.
Oh, I can't heal you guys anymore. Just
Zakur.
stop getting hurt.
Okay, approximately how much time has passed?
It's 6 seconds per turn.
12
or no,
seconds
6
have
seconds
passed.
around. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
10 rounds have to pass for it to be a minute. Oh, wait, no, we're on round 3.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
gonna
18 seconds.
toll the dead again on Alligator 4.
All right. Nat 20.
Oh.
Oof. That
Wait,
does
does
not
that
work.
Wait,
modify?
no. Yeah, no, that was on the wisdom save, so I actually
Oh.
succeeded. My bad. My bad.
So
I got
that
excited
doesn't
at
do
20.
anything. I can't do anything else. It's been 18. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it.
All right, Toby.
Now he can attack?
Oh, no, will
Yeah.
he hit?
I mean, you could have hit while you were grappled.
Yeah, he's gonna hit.
Why does he have advantage?
Pack tactics.
Ah, right. Yeah, hit both of them.
Or is that too
Both.
overpowered?
Hush.
I mean, you're the one who created it.
No, actually, I took all of his stats off of the, I believe it was the Dire Weasel. Or Giant Weasel.
Sound like a giant.
Well, that was, less than thrilling. Come on, evil
it
attempt
even
to
went
stab.
deeper shade of red.
That first attempt, hit. That second attempt hit.
Stab the jewel!
So as soon as your
And
first
stab at you
stab,
again!
so as soon
And
as your
blast
first
you!
stab,
And blast
so as soon as
again!
your first, so as soon as your first stab collides with this astral beast of a crocky boy, he does what all astral beasts do, and he bursts into shimmeries and falls to the ground, and hovering about 6 inches above the ground is a blob of essence. And it is Crocky Boy 4's turn. And it got burned again. It's mad. It once again tightens its grip on Azurite and succeeds
Another
with
block. Another block. You should expect
Every
it.
round.
You should expect it.
and still hits.
Damn it.
It's okay, just got healed.
Oh god.
Ow.
Thankfully, I healed you.
And you're super grappled.
Super grapple.
What's the next stage? Ultra grappled?
I actually missed something else about the bite that I'm not using this
Yeah, I get swallowed
this
by
attack
it.
because I forgot about it. I forgot that you're also supposed to be restrained. But just gonna throw that out the window since I haven't done it any other attacks. I just now realized it.
I mean, I have been burning it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, as he's thrashing about with you, his tail once again swipes up, smacks Rembrandt right in the fucking face.
No. Not the money man.
No.
First-
What dice are you rolling? You get 18 out of 2 dice.
D8 plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these aren't large.
You're also not knocked prone.
Okay.
Rolling so high on these.
Sir Leggy!
Oh wait. Eh.
What is that?
That's an odd.
That's an odd.
Oh,
That is yes.
that's yes.
A D8.
Roll a D8. Who activates?
Hold on.
Gotta remember the names.
Oh, enlarge or reduce Nin.
Enlarge the giant crocodile.
Roll me odds
Oh.
evens for
No.
for enlarge reduce.
Oh no.
Oh,
Odds are enlarge, evens are reduce.
Please roll on.
Oh
Gargantuan crocodile. Let's go.
Yep. The croc is now gargantuan.
Please reflect his token to be gargantuan.
I'ma try. Can I do that?
You just have to stretch it. You should be able to stretch it. That's good enough.
Good enough.
You just have to move it back a little bit so it's properly on this. I think.
Gargantuan crocodile. Let's go.
Oh, that's a little too far. There you go.
Or Branch is be like, what the hell?
That's funny.
Thinking that's the armor.
Rembrandt, what did you do?
You hear laughter. I'm sorry. I really couldn't help myself. But it's I'm pretty sure it's almost dead. You should be fine.
Alright.
Can Sir Leggy do a headbutt?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take a headbutt.
The Sir Leggy shall uses all 15 distance to run straight at it and headbutt it really hard.
Yeah, roll me d20 plus his strength modifier.
I don't have any of that right now.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the headbutt does not hit.
I'm gonna guess
Roll
that's
a
an
total of
action, full
10.
action.
Yeah, that was a full action. Roll a total.
It tried. It tried its best.
Yeah, Sir Leggy tried. So Azurite is now fully in the maw of this
Stab anywhere you hit it.
gargantuan crocodile.
Well, time for some more burning using a second level slot.
It's not your turn.
Yes, it is.
Oh wait, yeah, it is. Sorry. The combat
There's a
tracker
certain-
when I like left Sir Leggy's turn, it like I thought it was highlighting Crocky Boy. He succeeded.
Can
He's
I
taking half damage.
can I cutting words him?
I mean, give it a second. Azurite, roll
Hold
the
on.
I mean cutting words activates now.
There we go.
Yeah,
that way
go
you
for it.
have
What'd it do?
what the Burning Hands does at the next.
Cutting words lowers whatever he resulted on. Lowers it by this amount. Does that make him succeed or fail?
That would
Minus-
make the roll a total of 10. Azurite, does he succeed or fail?
That would be a fail if it's a 10.
Yep, failed.
All right.
I believe. Where is my thing that tells me?
What's your spellcasting ability?
My spellcasting is intelligence.
I believe it's the
8 plus proficiency plus the
the modifier.
even 8 plus proficiency on its own makes it fail.
Yeah.
automatically, So
Okay, so here is part of the damage.
yeah, you're gonna have to double this damage. Oh well, it took 8.
And there's an additional D6 because I casted that second.
Oh,
9 damage.
so it's gonna show it
Damn
as
it,
like
Nappa.
it's gonna show it as like I don't know 4 or 5, but it's supposed to be 9.
So wait, how much damage?
9 overall.
Overall 9?
Yeah, because it failed its save.
But when he rolls it, it's gonna look like it's saved.
Okay. Yeah, so he's hurt. The inside of his mouth is burning real bad.
He's still alive?
Gnashing around. Yeah, he's gnashing around. His tongue is not looking too hot. Blisters are starting
Whoa.
to form. Your little paws are like fucking up this dude's tongue. And he's just thrashing around. He's not happy at all.
All right.
Quite
Well-
the heartburn he's getting.
All
I hate you.
right. Bam! Ah!
Oh, there we
Whoa!
go.
Release my friend.
Zim, give us a crit piercing.
Nah. It's Rembrandt. He didn't give me a hug. He
Did
clearly
you do the
hates
crits-
me.
Did you put the crit sound in?
Did I what?
Did you put the crit sound in?
No.
There you go. That's why you didn't get a hug.
So it's my fault that you don't love me?
Well, did you put the crit sound in?
Right in the kisser. Maximum damage and the target cannot speak for 1d4 rounds. Even though it can't speak anyways.
It
Yeah,
cannot.
that also includes your sneak attack.
Yep.
Yeah, so what's the max damage?
So go, you can
yeah, I got
roll
it, I got
it,
Where is it? Okay.
the plus minus.
Haha. I'm not done yet, boy. Damn.
Alright, so as soon as your dagger just barely
Rapier.
doinks the astral skin of this gargantuan crocky boy, he absolutely bursts into shimmeries. And instead of fading away and only leaving one essence, there are 4 blobs of essence floating 6 inches above the ground.
Rembrandt, using the same motion, whips around and snatches them up in the pouch in one fluid motion.
Alright, and please, is anybody gonna get the blob from the other crocky boy?
Sir Leggy shall.
Wait, what
Wait.
happens if he takes them?
What happens if he eats it?
Yeah,
What? Yeah, Sir Leggy will eat it.
I'm
Sir Leggy's gonna
scared.
eat it? Alright, Sir Leggy eats the blob of essence, and Sir Leggy,
Levels up.
he something weird happened. He gets a little bigger, because like I had described him before, he was a bit on the smaller side for a basilisk. He gets a little bigger, and Shreska, you can kind of see that he's a little bit more snarly now. He may have even grown a few more teeth. But before you can investigate any further, you all are ripped out of this dream world and thrust back into that strange area.
Well, you cannot make Peggy powerful.
Instead of falling into a dog pile, this time you all land on your feet, you're all good and fine, and Azurite, you once again feel that strange tingly feeling, and you notice that there are 4 portals around you once again, but they're in different locations. There's one to the north, 30 feet away. There's one to the south, 55 feet away. There's one to the west, 10 feet away. And there's one to the east, 65 feet away. 3 of the groups of astral bodies that you saw before, excluding the Crocky boys, since y'all just destroyed them, are still wandering around. The group of basilisks are wandering to the north, just around that portal that's also to the 30 feet away. The Bodaks are just a bit further south of the southern portal, and the group of ghouls and basilisks are to your east, about 40 feet away, between you and that portal. So the closest portal to you is to the west, and it actually seems to be unguarded for right now.
Do we have a moment to ourselves, or are we pressed for time?
I have a feeling we're pressed for time.
Assume that you're pressed for time, because I am getting to the end of the session. I just
Well,
want to
I mean, like in the sense of like action. Like, can I take like a few actions or?
Oh, in the sense of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say you have about 20 seconds left to do something.
I will.
Before something else happens.
Oh, okay. I will patch up Azurite. And then Toby. And myself. Jesus Christ, these rolls.
So low, but I mean, it's still a huge chunk of heal.
Yeah, you guys see Rembrandt take out his healer kit, and he just like binds everybody's wounds together, but like not just like in the normal the sense that he's been doing it. Now he's like expertly doing it now.
Alright, Azurite, as Rembrandt's quickly going around and healing everybody, you start to notice that these portals are once again flickering in and out of existence, but the one closest to you, the one that's only 10 feet away, you feel something, this tingly sensation. It feels much stronger when you're looking at that one. And you remember that Ashari had told you that you were trying to find this gem that is her own little corner of the dream realm.
She will point to the one that's closest. We need to go to that one now.
The portals start to flicker faster.
She will proceed to start running towards it.
Rembrandt would hoist up Sir Leggy and start trotting over there.
I will also run over.
I mean, y'all aren't on the map anymore.
Well, we all run for the portal, I guess.
Okay, give me a second to clear your tokens real quick. So, as you all are running for the portal, Azurite, you get there first, and as soon as you're just about to touch it, it seems to flicker out of existence. You think you missed it, but it flickers back in, and as soon as you touch it, everybody gets sucked right back into this strange, weird, grassy dream world. I'm placing tokens, one sec.
Bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum.
So there was a time when
Oh God, no, not again.
we were waiting for Taga to get ready for us, and so we just kind of sat here in an awkward silence, and uncomfortable.
Thank you
so
for
I'm
Discord for stirring
trying-
up at that moment in time.
Thank you,
So
Discord.
I'm trying to encourage us to continue. You see, we're trying to keep from letting it continue to be tired and silent. So I'm trying to discuss things and keep us going while Daga is trying to get ready. And while everybody else hates me for this, I'm just trying to do my best for the stream and everything, you know. I'm doing everything I can here, but you guys just keep on hating me. Yeah, Daga, are you ready?
Yes, now I am. So as you come into being in this strange dream,
You said as you come into being.
ha 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 ha.
You did.
Oh
You said
my
it.
God.
I'm gonna clip it. Damn it.
What?
Fucking clip it.
Anyways, as you materialize once again in this strange dream realm, a lot of things pop up surrounding you, but a big thing pops up in front of you. It's large. It's levitating above the ground. It has a lot of weird little tentacled things with eyes on it.
No.
It looks pretty pissed off. And Azurite, you feel a really strong, tingly pull coming from directly in the center of that very large thing.
Okay, can I
And-
do a roll to figure out what it is?
Yeah,
Try
I'd
to,
like
at
you
least.
to roll whatever you think you would want to roll to figure out what it is. But as you do that, Rembrandt, you also feel an odd pull
Oh.
from this thing. And for a moment, the image of a dagger flashes through your mind. And Azurite, with that roll, you know this to be a beholder.
Why is there one here?
Because when
dream-
beholders dream of beholders, they create a beholder. You're in the dream realm. And
Why the beholder on the surface?
you're in the dream realm.
Yeah,
And we're gonna
technically-
end that here.
No, you no. Oh, we're gonna die next session.
I have a plan.
I have
I'm
a thought.
confused. Why did a beholder here?
I have a thought, but it might screw me over. But I'm not going to say what it is.
Because
What's
it
next,
will.
Mr. Ask?
Well, everyone,
No, do as.
goodbye. So long to you, my friend.
You can only do that when you have the ending screen up.
Fine.
Sim, I love you. There you go.
Goodbye. Farewell to you, my friends. So long for now until we meet again.
So long, farewell, Avidas, and goodbye.
No, you gotta finish the out of the box song.
Goodbye.
Thank you all so much for joining us for Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. We will be back next week with more. If we are not, I will for sure be sacrificing Daga to the old gods, in which case Daga will no longer exist and it will no longer happen. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. Because of you guys, I am able to keep bringing you this content. Please do consider becoming one. You can either subscribe here on the Twitch or over at patreon.zgfgaming. And also, check out our website, zgfgaming.com. You can help us out by grabbing some awesome merch. Everyone that has gotten them have absolutely loved the merch. I know several people in this group like their merch.
Get a
I
Rembrandt shirt.
Yeah, I use my ZGF shirt as a workout shirt, and I also have a Daga shirt because I'm narcissistic as fuck, and I wanted myself on a shirt, and I love it. It's great. The shirts are actually really good quality. They're nice and comfy.
I got a Rembrandt shirt. He's adorable. You should get one too.
I actually want to get a mug.
I still haven't added mugs. Anyways,
Well,
thank you
if
so
y'all
much
show
for
enough
joining.
interest in mugs, we'll get mugs.
Yeah, I'll get mugs if everybody wants one. But
You could put this mug on that mug.
thank you
I
for
literally
joining.
drink a whole bunch of coffee every morning, so a mug would be nice. With my face on it, because again, I'm narcissistic as fuck.
Thank you for joining, everyone. And I bid you all a very fond adieu. Do come on by
Goodbye.
tomorrow
Bye.
for Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay, more
Bye.
D&D tomorrow night, y'all.